What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Now first off, I want to thank you guys for all of the support the last couple weeks. We actually made it over 100 subscribers on the channel, which is really awesome, especially for something I didn't anticipate taking off really at all. It was just me throwing out some stuff that I thought might catch somebody's eye, or might be something that someone else is interested in. So definitely really wild to see that it's grown to this point. And for me, it feels like it's been a really short time. It's been less than a year since we started this thing up. So I think that's pretty awesome. Looks like you guys are really enjoying the Forester content. Both of those videos in their first week were up over 1,000 views, which is crazy. Those took off like wildfire. I did not expect that whatsoever. So definitely thank you for the support, and I will try to keep stuff coming on the Forester since you guys seem to be enjoying it so much. Now, as always, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and definitely comment down below what you think of the video. If you have some similar things going on in your life, if you just bought a Forester, or maybe even bought a new truck, which is kind of the topic of today's video. I couldn't navigate this without your feedback, so definitely let me know what you guys like to see and what you find value in it. So I think I've rambled on enough. Let's talk about what you guys came for today. So if you've watched my last couple of videos on my Ram 1500, or you follow my Instagram page, you know that I've had some issues, and I will spare you all the details. If you guys go back and watch those videos, you can get an in-depth explanation of what's going on. But basically, long story short, I've had some electrical issues with the truck, and at this point I've decided that I can't really rely on the truck anymore. I've lost a lot of confidence in it. So I'm actually, I ordered a couple months ago a vehicle, a factory ordered, spec'd one out, and I kind of alluded to that in my last truck video. But today I'm going to share with you what that is, and I'll kind of tell you about the process as well, you know, what I went through as far as ordering goes. So yes, back in December, it was December 6th to be exact, 2021, I put in an order on a brand new 2022 Ford F-250 Super Duty Lariat. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I will go over what that truck looks like and some of the features that I got on it. So I got a lot of questions from friends, family, asking me why I decided to move away from Ram and go with a Ford. It's kind of a couple different reasons, and the biggest reason is that I feel like if I were to upgrade to another Ram, or get out of my Ram into another one, I could potentially, you know, inherit the issues that I already have. I definitely don't want to do that. The other part of that is that I feel like Ford has a really good platform with their Super Duty trucks, and since I'm getting rid of my Ram 1500, I figured why not upgrade to a more capable truck, and I feel like that is the F-250. So let's talk about the ordering process. So I actually work for a dealer group that has a couple Ford franchises, and so it was pretty easy for me to get in and sit down with a salesperson, just kind of go through ordering a vehicle. So I sat down with my salesperson, we chatted about the different options and things like that, kind of talked to him about how long vehicles were taking to come in. Obviously, if you know anything about the vehicle shortages and things like that, or chip shortages rather, leading to the vehicle and inventory shortages, you know, I think it's affecting the more popular lines more than anything, and definitely the higher trim levels of those lines. And one of the biggest affected right now is Ford with their Super Duty lines. It is incredibly difficult to get a hold of one. If you order one, it takes months. I've seen in excess of 6 to 8 months to get a higher trim level like a Lariat, Platinum, King Ranch, stuff like that, especially one that has a lot of different features on it, safety features and things like that. Basically, the more chips they need, the longer they're going to take to come in, because they're not allocating as many builds with those parts on them. They're trying to get the builds that they can get out the door, you know, quickly, and get them out to consumers. So if you watch my first Ram video, I kind of go over some of the things that I like about the trucks and the things I don't like about the truck. So I kind of knew going into this what I did and didn't want in the truck. And thankfully for me, the things that I could live without on a daily basis were a lot of the things that are holding up the process, like adaptive cruise, adaptive steering, you know, just little things like that, like 360 cameras, stuff that I don't really care about and really don't need. So I was able to kind of pull a lot of that out of my build, which helped it get scheduled a little bit faster, I think. So we went through the process. I told him what I wanted. You know, obviously I want an F-250. I don't need a 350. I don't need that 1 ton. I'm not going to be hauling anything that heavy. I think an F-250 is totally sufficient for what I need. Went down through the options, which I'll go over with you here in a little bit. He submitted the order. Now this is where it gets interesting, is because Ford has priority codes when it comes to scheduling a build or scheduling a retail order. So essentially 10 to 19 is the range that Ford dealers get for retail orders. And the higher the number, the lower you are in priority. The lower the number, the higher you are in priority. So what my salesperson had been doing with his customers, and it seemed to work as far as getting things scheduled a little bit quicker, was to find a code between 10 and 19 that did not have any scheduled vehicles in it. So basically he found one which was a level 19, which is the lowest priority. He scheduled my truck in, and I had a confirmation the same day with my VIN number and everything telling me that my order was taken in. And then within 2 weeks, I had a build week assigned to the truck when it was going to be built. It was scheduled within I think it was by like January 16th, I had a definitive build day. Now, it went from like February 8th to February 12th. It kind of bounced back and forth between those two dates once it was scheduled to a day. So I was like kind of nervous about that. And then it finally kind of looked like it was locked in. Once that happened, I got pretty excited about it. I thought, man, this is going to happen pretty quick. I woke up 2 days ago, or a day ago, so it was February 5th, to an email saying that my build week had been pushed back. So they pushed it from the week of the 7th to the week of the 14th. And now my build day is February 17th. So it got pushed back a little bit, which I kind of expected because Ford is experiencing some more aggressive chip shortages, and I think that's kind of slowing production down a bit. So hopefully it doesn't snowball too much from there. But I kind of expected this truck to take until maybe early to mid-March anyway, so not a big deal there. I'm not too worried about it. It's still a lot quicker than most of the builds that I'm seeing, you know, anywhere from the 4 to 6 month range is pretty normal. So I know I've kept you guys waiting quite a while to get to this point, but I'm going to throw some images up on the screen of the truck that I built. They're obviously simulated images, but it gives you a good idea of what the truck's going to look like. And I will just give you the base features of this truck, and we'll get to a more in-depth video on the features of this truck a little bit later on. All right, guys, as you can see, we've got our 22 F-250 Lariat Super Duty in antimatter blue with the black appearance package. I did opt for the crew cab long bed configuration with this truck, which gives you a 176-inch wheelbase. As you can see, I did not opt for the 6.7 power stroke. I did opt for the 7.3 liter V8 Godzilla. So I'm really excited to get behind the wheel of this truck and see what kind of power it has as far as off the line torque and things like that go. This is a pretty long truck, so it's going to be a big change over my 2019 1500 crew cab short bed, but I'm really excited to get behind the wheel of this thing. The interior is something that's really important to me. So with this truck, I get to keep my flat load floor, which is really important to me, as you guys know. It is a pretty spacious cab, so very excited that I get to keep that. And the meat and potatoes of this interior is going to be that 12-inch Sync 4 screen, and I am super excited to get behind the wheel and show you guys that screen in depth. But that is going to be it for the video today, guys. I really appreciate you tuning back in for another one. I'm really excited about this truck. I cannot wait to share more with you. Hopefully it comes in pretty soon. I cannot wait to kind of do the delivery video of this truck and go through the whole process of that. And then just kind of walk through and show you around this thing and take it on some cool adventures. So stay tuned for the next video, guys. We'll be going over the features a little bit more in depth. Please post down below if you've ordered your 2022 Super Duty. I'd love to hear your story of how your build process is going, and if you've already gotten your truck, please let me know how much you love it, because I'm really excited to hear from you guys. We will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching again.